Hey guys, it's Nikki with Onyx Coffee Lab, and today we are here in Colombia at an absolutely gorgeous farm where our team has been sourcing coffee, cupping, and getting to hang out with our good friend, Felipe. Can you tell us a little bit about your farm and the coffee projects that you have going on here?
Sure, Nikki, thank you very much for the time. And of course, so this is La Palma y el Tucán farm. We're located in Cundinamarca, Colombia, which is at the center of Colombia, about 4 degrees latitude north of the equator. It's located at 1,800 meters above sea level. Temperatures at night are about 10 degrees Celsius. During the day, they can go all the way up to 25 degrees Celsius. And we are an 18-hectare farm, which is, I'd say, roughly 70 acres, out of which 80% is planted in special varieties like Geisha, Pacamara, Sidra. But maybe the most important part of the farm and the project is that we work with 100 small-scale farmers around it. And this is 90% of what we actually sell to the world. So it's a community-oriented project that intends to protect the ecosystems where coffee grows. And welcome again.
Thank you. Yeah, that's so awesome. You guys have done so many amazing things over the years, and you've been working with Onyx for several years now. Can you talk a little bit about the relationship that you have with Onyx?
Oh yes, I mean, I could call Onyx founders of the project just because they've been here since the very beginning. I mean, John and Andrea and the whole Onyx team has supported us for many years. In fact, I think they first came here 2015. That was our first harvest ever for the farm and our second harvest for the Neighbors and Crops program. And ever since, they've supported every single initiative that we've had, not only through buying the microlots of the state and varietals or the Neighbors and Crops program, but also by transferring a lot of knowledge. So we've received part of your beautiful team, and we've transferred knowledge through a program called Barista Exchange, where they came here for 3 months, I remember. They taught us about everything about coffee, B2C, how to handle coffee, how to be a perfectionist in terms of that stage where you're telling to the customer what lies behind a coffee. And we taught them how to grow coffee and process coffee. And so ever since that happened, we've been establishing that program thanks to Onyx. Also, every single initiative that we have to support coffee growers around that, John, Andrea, and the whole team has been up there to support it. So it's been definitely a relationship that is much more than just a client and supplier relationship. It's sort of like partners and friends. Great team to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And another thing is, you guys and Onyx share a lot of core values. So one of the principles that we see as really foundational is our commitment to sustainability. And I know that's something that you guys care a lot about too. So can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So for both Onyx and La Palma, it's very important. And what we try to focus on again is to regenerate ecosystems where the land is eroding, we're losing nutrition, we're losing forests. So basically it means that we're hurting the coffee growers but not letting them produce enough coffee. So yeah, we're very focused on the sustainability edge, on regenerating soil, regenerating land by building systems that are actually working with nature and not against them. So coffee forests as opposed to coffee monocultures.
Another thing that you guys have started doing is your biodiversal initiative. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So basically what we intend to do with biodiversal is to get some funding from conscious investors who want impact first and return second, to help us small-scale farmers transition from monocultures into polycultures in a profitable way. So in other words, how do we create a 7,000 coffee farm per hectare into a food forest that has 24 species associated to coffee, that not only produce coffee, but that can produce cassava or a chira or fruits or anything other that it's edible or spices that can help them diversify their risk, their income, while still protecting the soil, the ecosystem, and help them grow more and more food for the future.
I absolutely love that. Another one of Onyx's core principles is the commitment to transparency. Yeah. What do you think that means for the industry?
I think it's a great step towards a better future for coffee, and I think Onyx has always been a pioneer in that. I was shocked, by the way, when I saw their website for the first time on their transparency, traceability aspects, opening everything about what they buy, how much do they pay to the grower, to the different actors in the value chain. And I think that's amazing, because we need to know where the problem lies. And by telling the truth and telling the whole story, we sort of figure out who's receiving what throughout the value chain, and we can address specific issues. In this case, we all are interested in how the producers are doing related to what the value is, the chain is, generating as a value. So I think it's a great initiative, and I would invite more roasters to follow Onyx models in that regards.
Well, on that note, what do you think should be next for the coffee industry?
So, not to sound boring, Nikki, but my approach is sustainability. I honestly think we should consider if we're still capable of producing the same amount and same quality at the rate we are degrading our ecosystems. At the rate we are degrading our soils, for instance, there's only 50 years left of harvests in the world, and not only coffee, of anything. So I honestly believe and wish that the industry would tilt towards sustainability as the fourth wave, and really trying to find practices that are producing great coffee, definitely helping small-scale farmers, but restoring ecosystems. That's my wish.
That's so amazing. I love that. And you guys have been so hospitable to us while we've been here, and we truly value the relationship that we have with you and your whole team. This amazing facility, and the time that we've been here has been wonderful. So we thank you, and we're already looking forward to the next time that we get to come see you.
No, thank you. This is your farm. I've always told you, this is your farm. I hope to have you many, many more years to come here, and welcome every time. Huh?
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Nikki.